has not gotten the word out in the least. Hope keep the alert box. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna go. My controller now. Pretty vital aspect of this whole endeavor. I'm gonna see if I can get you guys to actually hear the games. I feel like that might be kind of enjoyable. I don't know how you might feel about wanting to see video games. Hear video games that I've never played. And you probably won't ever play because these are all very expensive. I don't have my fucking... There it is, my notebook. Pretty vital considering it is the thing with which we write this accursed list. Yeah, I'm hoping I can get you guys to hear what I am hearing, or at least I won't be able to hear it, but you guys will at least. I don't know if you would like that though. I don't know if that's preferable to not being able to hear it. God, they added a lot of games recently. They added quite a bit. Hey, let's do this music. What's up? Okay. Oh, god damn it. Great, Steam's open now. Here. You should be able to hear that. Let me see here. Yeah, please close Steam. Please close Steam. I don't want to hear it. Should be able to hear that. Let me see here. Please close Steam. Please close Steam. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna... That's working. Alright. That's working. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can't... Okay, let's see if... Alright, that's weird. That should work. Let's see if there's something going on with the audio, maybe? Okay. That could be it. Okay, let's see. Nope, that's not it. Okay, let's see. Okay, that wasn't it either. So on and so forth. Alright, well, you guys will not be able to hear the music or noises or anything. Okay, time to get the word out. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna, before I pointlessly start a stream, I'm going to actually get some stuff. joke seems good. Seems alright. Hola. All. Hello. Now I will get the word out. Let's see, did that fix the only problem I've ever had with this? No, but it centered it, so now it's got like a letterbox feel instead of just can't figure out how to make it work feel. Okay. Oh, wait. Go to my channel. Copy that. Well, at least as long as it takes you to the thing, that's fine by me. Alright, I don't need to hear me anymore. I will keep it open mostly to kind of work while I
should make her show you the reindeer skin. That one's my favorite.
Yep, see you later. I am now streaming. Well, personally, I'm not streaming until I get my till I get to my dang letter I'm at. I should be.
I still think my favorite skin I've seen you use is the reindeer one.
I should be in the D's by now, actually. I'm not in the G's.
So derpy.
Wish I was in the G's. Dang, I wish I was in the G's. I am in the Deads. The Dead by Daylights, the Dead Islands, the Dead. Dead, Nope. Fuck, there are a lot of D's. I'm an idiot. I totally forgot that somebody did the fucking math on it and that like D and other and another one is like the biggest letter in the gaming alphabet because of the fact that there are so many kind of kind of generic name for the generic name for the generic words used for naming video games. Dead, dying, doom, so on and so forth. Just so there's gonna be a lot of that. We kind of have already seen like a lot of that, and we are in the dead zone. We are in hell right now. Alrighty, here we go. Last things last. Yeah, okay. Time for video game, except not, because I don't have my fucking headphones. Are they? Yeah, I need my fucking headphones so I can listen to shit. Alright, I am. Let me find where I was. I believe I looked at Dead Dungeons. No, I believe I ended on Dead Cells. Did I look at Dead Dungeons? Let me look. Let me see real quick. No, I did not look at Dead Dungeons. I guess we're gonna do a really quick preview of what this is like. This looks like a decent little puzzle game, little puzzle platform. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. This is clearly kind of a Super Meat Boy 'em up. I could go for this, yeah. Aesthetically, there's not really much different from Super Meat Boy. I guess Super Meat Boy's a bit better. I don't know. But for as much as it is, it's pretty good. You know, $7. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby for a game like this. My problem is how it plays. If the controls probably aren't as like smooth as Super Meat Boy, and that's kind of the main thing that keeps Super Meat Boy together is those tight controls. They sort of really keep it all together. They tie it all together in kind of a beautiful, cohesive whole. Yeah, oh no, Commander Root left. Yeah, okay. Going to leave to get my headphones. BRB. Ah, delicious soda. Delicious soda. Keeping me company here on this incredibly late Friday night. I hope you're all doing well. I put Dead Dungeon on the old list because I feel like rewarding this bit of kind of just pure gameplay. This game's called Dead End Job. It's usually like $19, but now it is $10. Okay, Dead End Job. I won't be able to hear it, and neither will you, but so unfortunately, this could have the greatest music on Earth. Neither of us are gonna know. Maybe this will work. It's gonna echo a bit, so sorry about that. I won't be able to hear it, and neither will you, but so unfortunately, this could have the greatest music on Earth. Neither of us are gonna know. Maybe this will work. It's gonna echo a bit, so sorry about that. I don't hear it at all. Well, that sucks. Game looks alright. Little, yeah, giving me, I feel like I'm kind of instinctually going for a comparison to Zombies Ate My Neighbors without it actually kind of like being true. But it kind of feels like Zombies Ate My Neighbors a bit, with a bit more of a bit of please don't open Steam. With it being a bit more of a like a shooter. It has a neat aesthetic. I don't see any kind of X factor here. That makes it worth almost $20. Like I don't. That makes it almost worth $20. You know. I don't know, and even at $10, that's personally, like, that's much, in my opinion. Like, I just wouldn't bother. I just wouldn't bother. This game is a this game is a bit of a sore point for some people. In a really funny way. Dead Island is, of course, the game with the backwards wait a second.
I gassed them out, so. I think they're fucking slime right in. It's not a problem. I can't with you. I mean, we can make it a slip and slide. I'm getting the Death Star. Okay, Walter White. Shit. Grady, you're gonna make me chug the last of my water bottle right before I die. Will do, Grady. I appreciate you. And I still need another water bottle to do that, so.
Oh, get rid of that fucking desktop audio. That fucking shit was probably what's skipping our frames. Let me go see if...
I think she just is like, what, you don't love me already? I'm like,
Oh, thank you, Elia, for lurking. I appreciate it. I didn't. I was off for a bit due to important details. But yes, Dead Island. This is famously a massive sore point for people because it is kind of, I don't think it definitely didn't spawn CGI trailers, but it was the one, you know. If you know, you know, and if you don't, look it up. It was the trailer. It was a trailer. Nobody knew what this game was, all right? This was at a time when gaming as art, which I've talked about a lot, the gaming as art movement that kind of happened in the mid 2000s to the late 2010 to the mid 2010s. To the mid 2010s. So you had this trailer come out, right? You had this trailer come out, right? That was starts off with a little girl dead. She's lying on the ground, and this is very sad. This is very sad. Because this is very sad because for reasons very important because little girls dying is sad. Oh, you know, and if you don't, look it up. It was the trailer. It was a trailer. Nobody knew what this game. And when it so it starts off with that, and then it sort of transitions into, right, it sort of transitions into her going, it goes backwards. If you've ever seen the that one Coldplay video, you know the one I'm talking about, the Coldplay video, whose name, the song name I cannot remember for the life of me, but the idea for that one is, you know, he starts off at the end of a car, he's in a car crash, and we kind of come to see how he came to be in that car crash. And here we do the same thing. The body of the little girl, she kind of comes out, and she's like zombified and kind of all gnarly, and we kind of see her go backwards from biting her family all the way to being in a peaceful time with her family. And it's very sad, it's very moving, it is genuinely touching. But in hindsight, and it won a lot of best of show awards. That's the best part, is it genuinely won a bunch of awards. Keep in mind, there was no gameplay in it. There was no but what you might be thinking is, oh, but maybe it's trying to sell an aesthetic. maybe it's trying to sell a feeling, an emotion, you know. The game's gonna come out and it's gonna feel like that. It's gonna be like that. It's gonna feel like that kind of journey. Well, I have played Dead Island, and the opening moments of Dead Island are my favorite joke. One of my favorite critics told the joke is as you get so wasted at a party that you get into a fist fight with yourself at one point. Because the idea is that you meet all the player characters and then pass out, which is problematic because when you pass out, you're supposed to wake up as your character. But your character, like, throws up and fights all the main characters, which technically means you do get into a fist fight with yourself. It's a very poorly planned out cutscene. It's a really not good idea for a story start, and it's a very bad story. It's painfully generic, zombie survivors, the drill, the fucking drill. It's not particularly affecting, it's not particularly interesting, it's not anything, really. It just sort of is, which, when you think about all of the awards it won at E3, well, it's such a bad game. It's not a particularly interesting combat system. It's kind of got a focus on melee weapons, but not a very good one. It doesn't work. Story, gameplay, aesthetic, it's all fucking terrible. It's all terrible. It's just a bad game, and then you think back to that trailer, and it's just, jeez Louise. Anyways, that's Dead Island. $20. If you really like zombie games, genuinely, if you're kind of I think you might be a completionist. I do recommend it, I guess. I'm not putting it on the core list of games that we're going to be, of hidden gems, of games that we're all going to be putting on this list of games that are kind of underseen, or so good, like even Bloodborne, which is one of my favorite games of all time, is not getting on this list because it's Bloodborne. It doesn't need me or this stream. Anyways, this game is called Dead Island Retro Revenge. Apparently it's part of the definitive edition for Dead Island, so you probably get it anyways. It is free on PlayStation now, and I do believe I've played it. I believe it is one of those coin-op kind of shoot-em-ups where you kind of just, what's that fucking game called? Smash TV? I think it's called Smash TV. That two-player kind of, just shooting everybody. If you've ever played Call of Duty Black Ops, one of the bonus levels was a coin-op zombie arcade game. It's basically that shoot 'em up style. Once again, if you have PlayStation Now, it is already free. So, plus if you get PS Now, you get a bunch of other cool games. This game is called Dead Island Riptide. This one is confusing because I don't know if it's a sequel. This was kind of a really confusing game because is it a full sequel? Is it a spin-off? Is it something else entirely? I do believe it is just I legitimately wouldn't know. I think it's another Dead Island game. I think it might be an upgrade to the original Dead Island. the ultimate zombie game series. Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely spreads on to the next generation. All right. So is that what it is? Experience you've been dying for. Hilarious. The dead never look so alive. Sure, I guess. So, is this just like a PS4 version of Dead Island? With two incredible... What? To sink your teeth into? What? What two games? Dead Island and what? Oh, that's the trailer. Cool. Dead Island and what? Okay, I guess we're gonna have to look a little bit deeper in here. Continue the story of the outbreak and see another paradise gone to hell, fully remastered. Welcome to the Dead Island experience. Smash heads, crack skulls, slice them up. It's Left 4 Dead. In case you were like super interested in what this game is, it's Left 4 Dead, but with like made significantly worse and much more boring. Like that's the plot of this one. I had to turn my fan off because I live in Texas and it has become unbearable. The unbearable Texas heat has gotten to me. This game's called Deadland. It is $5. $5 for Deadland. Okay, flamethrower. This looks like nothing. This looks asset flippy. This reeks of asset flip. Yeah, gotta say it doesn't bode super well for the end result of the game. Kinda looks like nothing. Total nothing. Yeah. No game trailer for any game I've liked has ever shown me how the controls worked. Yeah, alright. So $5 for Deadland from your friend Codaber. Whatever. Deadlight. This one's $17 and I have played this one. This is bad. This is a bad game. This was definitely around the time. This was like the exact time people realized that you could just slot in that there was kind of a generic zombie story. You know, the grizzled dude who who has a bad past and is trying to work through issues through zombie killing, and you kind of explore his past a little bit. You get beginning of that kind of era for zombie games, and man, it fucking shows just how truly atrocious this game is. It is just so boring, and like it is like it's supposed to be kind of a, like, you could see a side-scrolling kind of what the fuck is that game called? Shadowland? Shadow Warrior? Not Shadow Warrior. Shadow Warrior is a different thing. But it's supposed to be like this side-scrolling shooter kind of game. Not exactly like Contra or anything. You know, obviously more methodical and survivor-based, but it just feels clunky. It doesn't feel satisfying, and the story is so fucking boring. So boring. Like, I really need to hammer in that fact. Boring. It is boring. Like, I just, it doesn't feel good to play. But if you don't believe me, it's free on PlayStation Now, and it is $17. This next game is called Dead Nation. $17. But for you, dear listener, it's going to be $8 because it's on sale. And there is no video, so I'm going to have to look up a trailer for us to enjoy. How's everyone doing? I'm having a blast. This really is my favorite thing to do. There I am on YouTube because this is streaming to YouTube too. But because I don't know what happened, all my videos are now set to like be in 360 view. Like, I legitimately have no idea what happened there. I don't know why my fucking... Anyways, where are you, Okerbeat? Oh, there you go. Okay, I don't want a review, I want a trailer. There we go. Okay. Alright, twin stick shooter. Always nice. Yeah, okay. For these, it doesn't really matter the aesthetic or the story of these. Like, never has there ever been a twin stick shooter where I can't wait to cry about this or whatever, you know? There I am. I guess that's... It looks alright, I guess. It doesn't look super... I mean, it looks like a twin stick shooter. That's all I can say. You know, I guess if you're super into them, go right on ahead. Grab it for all your friends. Grab it for yourself. Grab it for the twin stick shooter lover in your family. But free on, like I said, here it is. Free on PlayStation Now. Usually $17. That's way too fucking much. But for you, it's gonna be $8 because it's having a sale. I am just gonna kind of go through these real quick. These are These are the Dead or Alive games. They are infamous for the fact that they are not fighting games so much as they are kind of softcore porn disguised as fighting games. These are infamously the video games that are more gacha game than they are actual than fighting game. Because nobody plays this for the incredible physics. I mean, yeah, in a way, yes, the physics are the selling point of this game. Those mechanics are absolutely why people play this game. But it's more gacha. I mean, let's go. I think Dead or Alive 6. Let's see how much fucking DLC does this have? 61 individual pieces of DLC. Now, some of those are collections. Admittedly, some of those are collections. Some of those are compiled. You know, there's a school uniform set, high society set. There's characters and debut costume sets for individual characters. There's a whole mess of them. 61 individual add-ons. 61. What other extras are there? There's one other extra. The core fighters. I guess this is oh yeah, I remember that there was a controversy where most of the fighters hadn't been on, most of these like Because believe it or not, there are actually people who play this game for the fighting game. But yeah, they definitely exist. And so, they were pissed that, like even Dead or Alive's fucking mascot, Mai Shiranui was not available for like in the main like campaign. Like you had to like buy Mai Shiranui, and she's like, you know her. If you don't know that name, you know Mai, and like it's fucking ridiculous. It would be like getting a Smash Brothers game where you couldn't play as a Mario. You had to buy Mario in the character pass they did. Like that's, or you had to buy Ryu for Street Fighter. Like that's fucking nuts. Like not a costume for Mai Shiranui. Fucking nuts. And they're very bad games. Like I said, they were the original gacha. Like you don't. But anyways, they're bad games. Don't buy them. Literally, seriously, I'm not playing here. Do not buy either of these games, or you're not allowed to come to these streams anymore unless you fully admit to me that you did not buy them because you thought they looked good as a game, because they're not good games. Anyways, this game's called Dead or School and might get me banned off Twitch. Here we go. But me, I'm willing to take that risk. Ah, coward. It's a fighting game. Seems to be in the vein of the last game we played. Looked at. Let's see. This is a weird looking game. Kind of looks like Spectacle Fighter a little bit. Kind of Bayonetta-esque. In terms of its actual interaction. Fuck me, did that freeze my goddamn console? Did that... Motherfucker, you've got to be kidding me. Alright. Okay, well at least it didn't freeze the console. That would have sucked. That really would have like been the ball game for me. But luckily for moi, that didn't. That instead sent me all the way back to the A's in the store, which means I have to go down to D, and I don't want to do that, but I'm gonna. Gotta get to Z, gotta get to the end, gotta get to the last game on this fucking list. Anyways, this doesn't look very good. Also, even if I thought it looked okay, $30 is not what I would pay for this game. That is some low people. You are in a low place, and I genuinely feel bad if you buy that game. We all have our low points. We all hit bottom sometimes, at some point, and some of us buy Dead or School. Did I look at? Yeah, okay, I did look at A Semblance Oversight. I remember that game. God, I can't believe I'm going to be familiar with 3,054 games. It's 3,354 games, I'm sorry. Anyways, am I at D or did I pass? I'm at G. I still got the F's to go through too. A, B, C, D, E. God damn it, and E. But how many E games could there be? We go. God damn, so many D's. Fuck. Okay. All right. Anyways. Oh man. Okay. Here we go. Now this one's gonna be meaty. I'm not gonna play any of them just so I can keep my stream going longer. My stream tends to do better. To explain, my stream tends to do better when it doesn't play a whole lot of video. But yes. The Dead Rising games are one of my favorite series of video games because they mastered a form of gameplay that was so foreign to consumers that until Dark Souls did the exact same thing, even when Dead Rising 2 came out and it was even better than the first Dead Rising. People didn't know how to handle it, so for the uninitiated, Dead Rising is a series of zombie games. I know, I've talked shit. You've talked shit. But hear me out. The Dead Rising games are a masterstroke, they are something we will never get in this lifetime again, because we have too many games that would rather be exploration sims, but not quite, because nobody just wants to explore, really, and so on and so forth. But with these games, of course, there are two things you gotta do in the game: main story, side missions. Problem: there is a day-night cycle, and there are only 3 days, which means you have a time limit to do all the missions. Now here's where the brilliance comes in, and why it makes people... The problem with it is that the loop is too long. Dark Souls does the exact same thing Dead Rising does, but it shortens the loop. It closes that loop in a way that feels satisfying. In Dark Souls, you famously lose all your souls and humanity, if you have that on, if you die. And then it brings you back to a bonfire, which brings you at full health, fills up your Estus, and sends you on your merry way. Dead Rising, instead, the problem with Dead Rising is that side missions are also on a time limit, which means if you don't do certain side missions at certain times and within certain parameters, you can't finish them ever. You can start over the entire game at any time because there are RPG elements, with your current build whenever you want. You're level 5, go on ahead. Go right on ahead. You're level 10, go right on ahead. You're level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go on ahead and restart the game. And it becomes easier. It's like, well, now I have all this health. I can do the side mission because I didn't have this health. I didn't have these moves. I didn't have that. And through this, you realize, oh, this is how the game is meant to be played. I'm supposed to lose my attachment to the idea of doing side missions in one go. This is a game that is where multiple playthroughs are the intended experience. Even more so than games with multiple endings. And this game does have multiple endings. Unlike a game like Hollow Knight or Dark Souls, which, even Undertale, the idea behind it is almost like a core game. It's almost a core gameplay loop, part of the core gameplay loop. It's almost as integral to fighting. Oh no, not super important, but still. It is almost as integral to the zombie fighting and the combo weapons as what is wrong with me? It is almost as important as those things I just mentioned. It it changes, it creates this new game. Funnily enough, you know what game does this apparently, and everybody loved it because again, it closes the loop in a way that feels like right. It doesn't feel satisfying necessarily, but it gives the player like, yep, that's what's supposed to happen. I'm good. And that's Outer Wilds, which of course is a game where you have to do the entire game kind of in a certain timeline or in a certain thing, or the world will explode. Big Groundhog Day. And really, that's what Dead Rising is trying to get you to do. Only the problem is there is a main storyline that you have to finish. And you can get to the end of the... You can, in fact, get to the end of the story mission, the main one, without... as long as you don't do any of the side stuff, you can... It's easy enough to get 3 Zombrex, which is something you need for the in Dead Rising 2. It's easy enough to get to the end of the 3 days with just the story mission and no side missions. But the problem with that is it doesn't feel good when a side mission like fails, you know, and that's almost intention, and that is intentional too. Like, that's poor design in my opinion. Is the side missions, you know, they blare red, they get really a loud noise. It basically goes, "You fucked up. You should have done this," and it makes the player irritated, agitated. It makes them mad. You know, I wanted to do that. Oh shit. Now I gotta go back to my last save because that's what you do. That's what people do. Oh, I couldn't do it. I gotta go back to my old save. That's the problem with Dead Rising 1 and even 2, even though Dead Rising 2 came out like 3 years after the first Dead Rising. You know, still gamers were not fucking ready for that kind of gameplay loop, and to an extent it is the fault of the designers. Outer Wilds and Dark Souls make the loop feel complete. Make it feel like something that is supposed to happen. You know, nobody gets to the end of a loop in Outer Wilds and is like frustrated that it happened. They can get frustrated that they lost progress. Like, shit, I just got this thing done, and I got this thing done, and I did that and this. Fuck, god damn it, I gotta do it all, and I gotta do it in this. But they're not frustrated that it happened. It is just as important to the loop as in Dead Rising, as in Majora's Mask, as in Dark Souls, as is the it makes me think of the wall in Battle Royale shooters. Nobody is mad that the wall is there. It's supposed to be there. They're mad that they got caught under it and they were unexpectedly. And that's what happened. That should happen. But the problem with Dead Rising is that the core gameplay loop of restarting your game feels like something you're supposed to do at the end of your first playthrough, because that's usually how New Game Plus works. Sip. That's usually how New Game Plus works. You wait till the end of the game. You don't do it in the middle of the game. And so, that doesn't feel satisfying. But overall, if you can hack your brain to make yourself New Game Plus it, without making it feel bad, once you get past that, and I don't even need to defend the gameplay. The gameplay is fucking pure fun. It is the zombie game, the only zombie game that has ever existed, ever. It is, by and large, the ultimate zombie game because it makes it feel satisfying and amazing to mow through zombies. And of course, the camera mechanic is great too, taking pictures of carnage and certain things happening. Like the gameplay loop of Dead Rising is unfucking touchable. If you don't like it, I cannot help you in life. I'm so sorry. I can't. It's unforgivable what you said, what you think of Dead Rising's gameplay loop. It is the ultimate loop. But combine that with the New Game Plus, you get just the best series of video games ever. Until, of course, they ruined it with every modern gameplay appliance they've got. They threw everything in there. They threw everything but the kitchen sink at it. For Dead Rising 3 and Dead Rising 4. The reason Dead Rising 1 and 2 work is because they have the feeling that makes, say, Resident Evil 4 work, which is that Resident Evil 4 has this incredible feeling of being tongue-in-cheek, but also incredibly sincere. Like, like it has the feeling of being incredibly sincere, but also incredibly ridiculous. Tongue in cheek. There's the little person who is for some reason dressed and also acts like Napoleon, and you have all this stuff while also maintaining this genuine sense of dread. There's so much has been written about the surface level brilliance of Resident Evil 4, and to me, Dead Rising achieves the same thing by thinking it's cool, but most games that think they're cool are not. But this game reaches like this weird nexus point on the spectrum where they are at some point, like if thinking you're cool makes you uncool, like lowers your level of coolness down, it somehow reaches back around to being fucking sick for some reason. I'm gonna call this the Devil May Cry syndrome. The Devil May Cry effect of, or not Tetsuya Nomura, he's the Kingdom Hearts guy. The fucking, the Devil May Cry guy, the guy who designs that, Beautiful Joe, and Bayonetta. That guy who takes games and some Shinji Mikami? No, Shinji Mikami did Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 1. He did not do Devil May Cry. And so, yeah, that's Dead Rising. They're amazing. Get them. This price is perfect. Right here that they're at, $20. Get them. They're amazing. They're perfect. Buy them, play them, go through and just fucking vibe. They are perfect games. Every single one of them. Although obviously, if you choose one edition of Dead Rising 2, it really doesn't super matter. Off the record, I believe has a bit more content, but really what you're choosing is whether or not you want to play as Frank West or guy whose name Frank Green? No, Chuck Green. His name's Chuck Green. So Chuck, if you look at these two JPEGs of a man, do you think one of them looks cooler than the other? Pretty much just pick on that. Other than that, fucking buy them, and they're always on sale for like $10. Like, absolutely. This game is called Death Come True. Death Come True. we got some FMV. Man wakes to find himself in a hotel. He lost all his memories and is wanted as a serial killer. Okie doke. Man with no memories, Makoto Karaki, played by Kanata Hongo. Or is, I don't know. Special Investigator Kane Sachimura, played by Chiaki Kuriyama. So this is an is this a movie or... Well, it's $18. So it's an FMV game. So unfortunately, regardless of how I think this looks, like garbage, I have to put it on the list because all FMV games automatically get added to the list because they're FMV games. I don't make the rules. I just regret having to enforce them. What's the secret of the hotel? Probably ghosts or some sort of, like, thing. Death come true. Ugh, this looks fucking awful. Death come true. $18. It looks like nothing. It's an FMV game. This game is called Death and Request. Regarding Quest. Okay, okie doke. What is this game? Visual novel, fighting game, mecha game, detective game, JRPG, shooter, dating sim. Follow the white rabbit and discover a bug-infested world. Shape battles by changing the game's genre. Oh, I remember this. This is a 99% chance of death awaits you. So it's multiple genres, and you can flick through them to like decide whether or not you're good at them. I don't know. This is kind of lame. Okay, jump from the in-game world and reality, solve the inner workings of World's Odyssey. In this turn-based battle system, knock back enemies and even change the game's genre from a shooter, a fighting game, and more. Players will need to activate character-specific dungeon skills to access hard-to-reach areas and... Yeah, okay. That's nothing. Alright, Death End Request 2. Death End Regarding Quest 2. Okay. Blood, language, suggestive themes... and or violence. It's and violence. Marvel at the charming architecture. Funny. Encounter the nocturnal wildlife. Okay, turn-based. Right now. Meet friendly locals. You know, it's a pretty good JRPG with like unique battling elements. Trails in the Sky. I can't remember what it's fucking called right now. It's like Trails in the Sky, I don't know what it's called. It's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. It's got a really unique battle system regarding like effects and all this. It's very good. It's very good. One day when I get to my PS Now showcase, PS Now game showcase, I'll be able to kind of Death Road to Canada. Oh, by the way, those games don't look like anything, so they don't get to the list. $17. This game. Death Road to Canada. Endlessly replayable road trip. Okie doke. With slow zombie hordes. Okie doke. Recruit weird people with weird abilities. Alright. Zombie fighting game, but with kind of... Okie doke. Many strange animals. This looks alright. My guess is you kind of like go through stuff and, yeah, okay. I could go for that. I could go for this. This looks like some whiling away the hours stuff. Yeah, kind of a roguelike where you go through towns, scavenge and trying to get to Canada, like FTL, but with zombies instead of the Rebel Horde. $18 sounds alright. Death Road to Canada. That's what this game is called. Death Road to Canada. It's $18. Seems alright. I really wish I didn't have to get Death Come True. This game is called Death's Gambit. I've heard plenty. I'm not, This one's called $22. It's not called $22. It is $22. Gosh, it's late. $2D hack and slash so far. RPG elements, why not? Bulwark of Alduin. Yeah, very Dark Souls. Kind of Castlevania. This looks alright. I don't know if I'm going to add it to the list, though. Oh, be careful. One is the charger, one is the video that we're watching right now. Boo! Hope we're mating. Boo! Boo! Don't tell me how I feel. Boo! This looks alright. I don't quite know if it's enough for me. I think this is going to be like last, like I am at my limit of I do not have any more Metroidvania games to buy and obsess over, and will instead and will now go and will now like suck the moisture off the soda can that is Death's Gambit. This game is called Death Stranding. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's a very popular game made by a very famous gaming guy. His name is Hideo Kojima. A bit of a latecomer, but he made another little series of video games called Metal Gear Solid. And you know what? Those are Metal Gear Solid little games. And so after he got kicked to the curb by his game company, Konami. He made a new game. It's called Death Stranding. And you know what? I didn't really have fun with it. I don't know. It just felt kind of overcomplicated. I just didn't want to get lost in its world. The story is complete, absolute dog shit. I've talked multiple times about Hideo Kojima and how he has about how his two best written games, games that people rightly call classics, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, were actually co-written. And if you kind of look up interviews with Hideo Kojima and that other guy, you get the sense that Hideo Kojima is the guy who, he bursts into a room and he's like, this guy's a vampire. He's a fucking vampire, and he's named Vamp. He's named Vamp because he's a vampire. And the other guy is the guy who goes, that sounds fucking stupid, but I'll make it work, I guess. Yeah, alright. Very workaday guy. There's this great interview, specifically the very famous one, where he hears the name Vamp, who is a vampire, and you see his face, and he's like, I was like, that was a good joke, Hideo, and he's like, and he says like, oh, and he says, quote unquote, When he first said that, I thought he was joking, and then he makes like a face like. Turns out he wasn't. And it's clear that he was the one who who probably wasn't the. I'm not saying that he probably sneakily wrote all the best stuff in Metal Gear Solid, but I'm saying he took kind of what could have been much clunkier dialogue, clunkier storytelling, and made it work, mainstreamed it a little bit. Maybe not all the way, so we don't lose that heart that's at the end of it. I'm kind of thinking of a relationship that Thelma Schoonmaker and Martin Scorsese has. Thelma Schoonmaker doesn't make I want to be careful what I say here about Thelma Schoonmaker, absolute fucking legend. So much cooler and better than me in every way. But she doesn't write the stories. She doesn't write the books that the movies are based on often. And she doesn't do certain things. She literally doesn't direct. But she does edit them. She does have a huge she makes what Scorsese is trying to say so much clearer. So much better. She makes him good. Martin Scorsese is not Martin Scorsese without Thelma Schoonmaker. And Hideo Kojima is not Hideo Kojima, the one the genius that we all kind of think of him as, without that other guy whose name I don't remember, because he was only on 2 of those games. And you can already see what happened when Hideo Kojima was writing these games on his own. 4 and Peace Walker and 5. And each of those games has really bad dialogue because nobody talks like people. They talk like they are expository devices in a movie, and not in a weird French New Wave thing where the characters are aware they're in a video game and they're trying to kind of express that. I mean, they are literally I'm Snake and here's my rule. I do this, I do that. That's it. They talk they don't feel human, and not in that cool, funny, that interesting way that made them so weirdly human in the previous 3 games. In a robotic way, in a bad anime sense. And so 4 is bad, 5 is bad, story-wise. These games, 4 is just a bad game, but 5 is a really good game with probably the worst story in all of the Metal Gear Solid games, even worse than 4. And Peace Walker is alright. It's kind of this weird in-between, not as good as the good Metal Gear Solid games, but not as bad as the bad Metal Gear Solid games. And so Death Stranding is a game, and the reason I'm talking about it now is because there's not really any way to talk about Metal Gear Solid. There's really only one MGS game on the entire PlayStation Store, for obvious reasons. And so Death Stranding is going to be my way of talking about them a little bit more, and kind of as a whole, because obviously I'll get to Metal Gear Solid 5 when I get to it, which approximately 3 light years from now. 100 light years from now. It's even worse. It's a better one. And so Death Stranding, you have that bad writing, and the game is, it's a neat idea. I don't dislike the idea of weird gameplay, okay? I really want to get that clear. I love What Remains of Edith Finch. I love this game, the gameplay of it, this gameplay loop. I love Trucking Simulator, and I love just interesting new ways of interacting with media. But I didn't want to get lost in Death Stranding. That's it. I don't know how else to explain it. I wasn't feeling it. Usually it's $60. I don't know if it's on sale right now. Let me check. It's usually $60 though, full price. It is currently not on sale. Oh, it is actually $40 now. That's cool. I bought it for $35. And so I don't know. I have a hard time recommending this one, but I don't have anything against it specifically. Like, I don't ultra hate it. But yeah, Death Stranding. And it certainly doesn't need to be on the list. You know, it's Death Stranding. We're having this conversation because because I don't need to have this conversation at all, really. Anyways, here's the Blob games. I don't know if you've ever played them. They're pretty fun. Pretty fun little games about spreading paint on a mostly white surface area. It's very simple gameplay, but it's very fun. You know, to if you've ever like, I don't know how to explain it. If you've ever wanted to just take a bucket of paint and just splash it everywhere. It's that kind of game, a very juvenile idea of having fun. This looks, the Blob I played with the second one, and that one's like a lot more like literally spray it everywhere. So I don't super recommend the first one, but the Blob 2. God, I remember when this was the game that was coming out. These games are like $20, and of course, PS Now, which I recommend everybody get. Seriously. If you've got the internet connection for it, get it. It's so fun. It's so great. And so, these are good games. These are decent games. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Play some good games. These aren't super great, but, they're alright. The Blob. This game's called Debris. It is $11. $11? For this? $11 for this? You must be joking. He says, not having seen it at all. Oh, okay. What are we doing? Debris, huh? Oh, goddamn, my fucking glasses. Alright. Gotta wait for this video to end so I can put my glasses back on. Oh, gosh, I'm tired. There's no way he's awake right now, so. Okay, so what's shooter? Okay, so you explore some underground stuff. You got a gun. I don't know what that was. It's like $15. Let's see if we can find a bit more in the summary. Part of a small team sent to film a promotional video for groundbreaking discovery. Meteoric debris embedded deep in the Arctic, that ice that provides clean, hyper-efficient energy. There's an accident. Escape together or die alone. Stand at the bottom. Dive. Okay, kind of a first-person shooter thing set at the bottom of the ocean. I've heard worse pitches, but, I've heard worse pitches. This next game's called... Oh, and I'm not putting it on the list. And now I have to put on my glasses, so sit back while this action occurs. Okie doke. Okie doke. Hey, what's up? What's up, pallies? Just replying to a message real quick. And, yeah, okay, hi. Hi. Howdy. That's a pretty... Okay, gotta remember. 3.5 minutes, or 12:21, I gotta remember. 12:21, everybody, okay? Remind me. 12:21. 12:21. Okie doke. Next game is called Decay of Logos. Okay. Logos, probably. $22. It's half off right now. So let's go enjoy it. Let's go see what's half off for $12, $11. But usually $22, which is the price I use to justify its existence. Because, you know, it's not always going to be on sale. I wish you told me when you replied, Elia. You could have replied a year ago, and I would not know. Okay, doke. Okay. Expansive open world. What year is this? I have a feeling I know what year it's gonna be. Crazy. Okay. Decay of Logos. Okay. Nice open world. Not exactly the best art style, but it's a visually appealing one, to say the least. One reminiscent of another game, but we won't get into that. I don't want to accuse it of stealing. Oh, this looks nice. This looks pretty good, actually. Yeah, I like it. Kind of explory puzzles. I like this horse. Clearly a kind of an old folklore reference, but you know, I like it. I like these guys. I like all of it. It's really appealing, actually. Oh, I'm fucking myself so hard right now. Okay. Okay, so this looks alright, actually. Looks pretty good. I like it. Some one-on-one combat. I like that aspect a lot, actually. And I like that deer. I like this art style. I don't know about the music. Music could be fucking terrible penis music for all I know, but we're not gonna let that stop us. Decay of Logos. Out now. It's been out for a year. It's $22, so that actually seems like a pretty good price. Like, this seems like a full-priced game, but, you know, oh, actually, it's like a third of that. Cool. Oh, why didn't any of you tell me? I'm so... Okay, I got like 40 seconds left. Okay. 40 seconds. But yeah, Decay of Logos looks really good. I really appreciate it's just like... It looks fun. It looks fun to play. Just looks good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. Okie doke. Next up, we're done with Decay of Logos. Although the 25 ratings that review it as 3 stars, that does not bode well for it, but bode well. But you know what? I didn't get this far in my life by listening to the opinions of a few jagoffs. Next up is Deception 4. Next up is Deception 4. This game is called Deception 4. The Nightmare Princess. This one's $52? Alright. What'd I get for my nice $52 bill? I've used that joke too many times, but you know what? It's gonna be a long stream. Not this specific one, but the idea behind it. It's gonna be a long journey ahead of us. We're gonna repeat some jokes, okay? Better to do it now than waste time pretending we're gonna come up with some new ones. Hold your final nightmare. Alright, sure. Okay. Did she get big? Music's probably doing something, and she's probably doing some voice acting that I can't hear because I have to get my headphones, and I'm not doing that. World of Nightmares, Dark Side Heaven, Kidoke. Poison the dreams of humans with nightmares. Kidoke. That's what the plot is, I guess. Take back hidden powers. Alright. More elaborate. More sadistic. Oh, is this like a... More humiliating. Is this like a weird, tactics mousetrap game? Oh, this is cool. Not quite $52 cool, but pretty fucking cool. Oh, this is neat. I mean, I get why it's selling it at a premium. It's a really neat idea that I don't see literally anywhere else. This is really fucking cool. Yeah. Once again, not quite $52 cool, but a neat idea. This one's called Demo Reborn. $52. No, $42. I'm sorry. $42. Damn, that's a lot of money. Damn, what an insane amount of money that is. I never think about that, but it is an insane amount of money. Okay. Presented by Reorc. Sure, why not? Powered by Aunties? Or is it presented by Aunties? Alright, here we go. Into the game, for real. Is that somebody's fallen from the sky into smoke? Or is that the light showering the air or something? Demo. I bet, okay. Alright, Demo, what do you got? Where is this? Sure, I love that. I want to go home. Okay. Little girl, she's lost. CV Ayana Takatetsu, I think. Demo, can you play the piano to let the tree grow? Okay. I'm gonna play piano. This looks weird. This looks really weird. I like it. Liking the weirdness. Like this weird Jack Skellington motherfucker. Why does the masked girl want to stop me? Okay. So a little puzzle game where you explore this weird area, kind of explore and experience a little story. Again, I don't know if it's $42 like cool weird. This looks, oh, is that a rhythm game? How do I rhythm in this? Guess with my controller? Yeah, okay, so you explore, play this piano, do a whole bunch of other stuff. It looks creative and neat, but I don't quite know that, like I keep saying the price, because it's that's a big price, you know. To have to. Oh, it's a VR. Is that a VR game or is it a? Or is it compatible? Camera compatible, compatible, compatible. Okay. Having both TV VR modes allows you to immerse in the fantastic goal, music performances, and eventual wars. Okay. Rayark's classic game demo is reborn. Okay. This is a PS2 game? That might explain some things. Like I said, $42 seems much, even for a game that's that creative, that interesting looking. But we move on to the deep ones. This game is usually $7, but for you, dear listener, we got a deal for $4 here. $3 off. You can't resist the deal. Okay. Side scroller. Obviously. Little shooter. Makes me think of Commander Keen for some reason. Not for some reason. This is Commander Keen. I like this aesthetic a lot. This is a really neat aesthetic. I don't know. Maybe I'm not looking at it close. No, this is fucking neat. This is neat. It looks like an old arcade game, but like no arcade game really looked like this. Oh, that is gorgeous. Oh, that is fucking gorgeous. It's like a world where the Commodore 64 defined what graphics were supposed to be. Like, this is genuinely beautiful. Okay, that's going on the list. Absolutely. Oh, that was affecting. I don't know how else to say it. It was fucking affecting. Deep ones, $7. I don't even know what else to say. It's fucking amazing. It looks great. From the great to this game. This game is called Deep Sky Derelicts, the definitive edition. It's usually $28, but now for you it's $15. $15. 1,500 pennies go right into the PS4 slot. You guys all have your penny extension, right? That you can put all your pennies in to pay for games. Okay. All right. This is Darkest Dungeon. I don't know if this... I'm almost tempted to say, oh, hey, this is from the Darkest Dungeon, guys. Expand their skills. Yeah, okay, so more RPG. Loot, craft, customize, obviously. Explore procedurally generated spaceships, sure. This looks pretty good. Once again, I'm not a turn-based RPG or tactics guy, so this would have to really sell me on the idea of playing this game, and it is not really. But it doesn't look bad. This isn't not going on the list because, like other reasons. Other games I could mention. It's a card game. I do like the aesthetic. It looks very clearly inspired by Mike Mignola to the point where I wouldn't be surprised if he was like a guest artist to some extent, with like some character design or prop design. It's looked pretty good. Meow. Other than that, this one's called Deep Space Rush, usually $7. It's $4 now. $4. Sign me up. Okay. side scrolling. Okay, some shooting action going on here. Some trouble. Diverse arsenal of guns, sure. Always is. I don't know if there's a shooter out there that doesn't fucking show off a diverse array of gun. Dynamic and challenging gameplay. This looks, some games, they just look, they look like they cost what it took to make them, This looks to be at cost. That poster that they're using to sell this game looks more expensive than the game itself. So, moving on. Defenders of Ekron Definitive Edition. This one's $15 always. Right now it's $15. Looks like it's a shoot 'em up. So let's see what kind of shoot 'em up. The kind I put on this list, or the kind I go very respectable, can't put it on the list. Let's see. Okie doke. Brings you the new boss rush mode. Always great. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, come on. I think the music would absolutely put it over the top if it was decent enough, but other than that, I'm feeling it. Oh, I'm feeling it. What else is there anything else I need to know? I like this. I like that. I like that. I like this. Okay. Okay, you're on the list. You don't need to impress me anymore. Fuck, that looks so good. Fuck, this looks good. Shit. Okay, Defenders of Ekron, $15. Damn, that looks good. Okay, looks really solid. I like the aesthetic. I like the graphics. I liked them. It just looked good. This game's called Defender's Quest, Valley of the Forgotten DX. Probably, yeah. The DX probably comes after all of that. It's probably not a part of the phrase. You there. What? They're probably saying something. Like, do you want an RPG that's not total shit? Here's Defender's Quest, Valley of the Forgotten. It was called Brilliant and Excellent. Okay, here we go. What's happening here? Man, they're probably explaining some gameplay, and I just can't hear it. Sorry. Okay, so tower defense. I'm getting that so far. With some kind of, it looks like kind of a combo of Idle Quest and RPG that legitimately might kill me in a good bad way. This might as well just be labeled heroin. This is crack cocaine to a wild Samuel. This is utterly incredible. Not like innovative or anything, but fuck, how much is it? That might be the only thing that keeps me from buying it. Is it's $18. Like, if it was even like a little bit cheaper, $15, fuck no, it would be my life now. Would be what I would put into that game. This game's called Defunct. I would become defunct if Defender's Quest had its way with me. Here we go. $17 for this game. Alright, like this little robot design. Like it's a big wheel. Okay. Looks like kind of like an endless runner type situation. with some weird. It's like a 3D Sonic game. Like, that's all but it looks like a lot more freer, if that makes any sense to you. I want to play it. What an odd idea. I've never seen anybody try to do 3D Sonic gameplay. Even Sonic has tried to get away from that thing I just said. What? That's fucking bold. That would be like trying to recreate E.T. for the Atari into the greatest game ever made. Like, that is a damn foolhardy plan right there. But, anyways. What's this next thing? Crazy. I am like so far away from like the. Okay, so yeah, usually this is where. Okay. It's like, yeah, okay. I get it. Okay. Gosh. That's nuts. Which is which? Which is going. Which is like. Which is ahead and which is behind? This one's behind. Alright. Well, oh, god damn you. Is Ableton playing? Please don't put on Ableton. This game is called Degrees of Separation. It is $22. Oop. $22 for Degrees of Separation. And right now it is on sale for like $8. Here we go. Let me get comfy. Alright. Hope the video plays. We might be at the point of the stream where nothing plays anymore. Alright, looks like a 2D kind of art thing. Kind of 2D thing. Go on, play please. Alrighty. Looks like I will not be able to do that. But it looks... Okay, so we're going to have to go for the summary for this one. Sorry about that, guys. 2D puzzle platformer in which duo Ember and Rhyme must use their contrasting powers to manipulate heat and cold to overcome obstacles. Through cooperation, they will learn about each other and the fate of their worlds. Developed with both solo and co-op play in mind, players will discover a touching narrative crafted by acclaimed industry veteran Chris Avellone. With Ember's mastery of heat and Rhyme's control of cold, scenic landscapes will come alive as the pair use their unique abilities alone in tandem to create powerful gusts of wind, frozen rivers, controlled explosives, and more to solve a variety of puzzles through several distinct worlds. It looks okay, I guess. So that's what Chris Avellone was up to. Sure. Could be good, I guess. I don't know if I can support it, though. Anyways, yeah. That's Degrees of Separation. It's a cool idea, decent idea, solid idea. But this game is called Dyland. Dyland? Dyland. I bet the audio would help, but $17 usually. But deal wise, it's $8 now. So let's get our $8 bills out and see what we got for our money. Well, really $17 bills, but okay. Planet, Minecraft, Stardew Valley a little bit, but it's on a Mario Galaxy planet apparently. Fishing mini game, some chicken, weird fly thing, space lady, I don't know. It looks too derivative of all those other games I mentioned. It's better looking than most rip-offs of Minecraft and Stardew Valley, but I don't know. $8 seems like the right price, and it will not be $8 forever. So if that appealed to you, Minecraft and Stardew Valley, but now it's on Stardew Valley especially, but on a Super Mario Galaxy level with some story elements and like probably goal oriented rather than just kind of just existing. Then I would I guess go ahead. Doesn't look offensive, It doesn't look Dead or Alive 6 kind of like don't get this thing. But anyways, this game is called De-Leveled. It's $11. De-Leveled. It's $11. I already said that. Okay. Quantum Astrophysicist Guild, probably. Wouldn't be able to tell you which. Okay, puzzle. Why are you showing me the people who are playing this game? I don't care. Okay. Looks like it's a 2-player game because okay, so it's a puzzle game that the developers think is very smart. I don't disagree entirely. It's just weird. It's just like a weird gimmick to try to promote it to me. It's like it's really brain twisty. It's like, yeah, it's a puzzle game, guys. It'd be weird if it wasn't. I don't despise it though. I don't know that these puzzles are worth it though. This is definitely a puzzle pack game, which is a term I've started using, where it is pretty much just a way of acquiring puzzle. This is Sudoku. This is a bunch of Sudoku puzzles. So how much does it cost? Oh, $5, I guess. That'll be alright. And this looks like there's a specific game I'm thinking of, although there are levels of Thomas R. Alone that make me Thomas Was Alone that makes Thomas R. Alone. What is that game I just said? Thomas Was Alone, that kind of makes me think of it. I'm specifically thinking of the level where the opposite Thomas showed up. The one who can walk on the land.
I was originally gonna go hit Skizzles up or maybe Sparkle, but whatever.
But yeah. Yeah, gotta listen to this real quick. Slightly important, not super important.
No, Grady, I was talking about that you were still up, and I'm like, damn, what? I like, aren't you like 2, 3 hours ahead of us in Texas? Was it like one? I was just like making sure that you were still on because I don't know how much longer we're gonna be on this right now. So I wanted to see.
Oh, that's the wrong fucking. And so de-leveled, it looks kind of meh. $11 is a bit much. Have that, and I might have it, and I might engage with that. I won't, but could have. Next up is a game called Deliver Us the Moon. It's $28. Alright, Deliver Us the Moon. It's obviously astronaut based, space based. So, here we go. Space. We're in space now. We're in space. Okay. So, like, are we narrative or are we trying to stay alive, Martian style? It looks narrative focused, like finding out what happened on this whole thing. After Ad Astra, I'm Ad Astra to an extent is almost a movie about how we are done with how we don't need to be so somber about space anymore. About how we're sort of done with that era of thinking about space and how we need to kind of come to terms with that fact. And so tackle real world issues. Oh, the list of minutes and apocalyptic future was really okay. First and third play drive numerous vast open moonscapes to explore and discover. Cluster anti-gravity gameplay clever change. I don't know. This doesn't sell me well. Admittedly, I don't have my headphones and therefore cannot figure out what this game was telling me to do. Although even with all that information, that summary, that so strange. What was I doing? God, I'm fucking. Oh, because I'm using my. Alright, we're done. $27 is too much for that. Delta Squad, usually $8. $5 now. $5. Here we go. World in Danger. Delta Squad. Okay. Right, twin stick shooter. Okay. Fight bad guys, fight tanks too, fight soup, not soup. Lacks the game juice and the X factor to make me want to play it. Like, there's just not enough meat here to recommend it, although it is only $7, and right now it's $5. But that is it seems to be from a mode of game that kind of no longer exists, really. An era of game wherein there were not a whole lot of two-player co-op experiences happening, because, and in a way it's still kind of meeting a demand that isn't there anymore. Every game is a single player experience, and even the multiplayer ones, like, those are cool. You know, the GoldenEye experience that has kind of shaped all of the multiplayer experience more so than Quake, I would argue, in terms of defining how multiplayer looks and acts and feels. You know, that's all well and good, but it's hard to put on a game for you and your friends, and you know, maybe you've been missing that experience, the couch co-op experience. And maybe Delta Squad is only $5 or $7 or whatever and doesn't look super appealing, but maybe you want to go back to a time when you could just sit on the couch and play with your friends. I don't know. Maybe. But, moving on. This game is called Demon Gaze 2. It's usually $42. Now it's $15. $42. Now it's $15. Demon Gaze 2. I repeat myself so that way I can fill in the dead air. Dead air is not great. There's a reason they call it dead air. Okay, anime people. Anime Asteria. Beneath a flourishing castle town lurks an endless labyrinth. When doesn't it have that? How do I fight these guys? Explore countless dungeons. Oh, this is wizardry gameplay. What? Oh, wizardry perspective, but still like JRPG stuff. Good aesthetic. This is pretty appealing art. This is nice. This is nice looking. I think $15 is perfect. I think if that hit anything for you, like really resonated something where you were like, oh, I like this design, and I like this idea, and I like this, this is absolutely the perfect time for the $15. Usually $42, which seems kind of nuts for the game they're selling, but whatever. Anything in the... Not really, just kind of a plot summary for the summary. But yeah, that resonated anything with you? Highly recommend getting into Demon Gaze 2. Next game is called Demon Pit. It's $11, but for now, it's $5. Blood and gore and violence. Okay. Alright. Oh, I like that. This is clearly like trying to do an old school 90s shooter thing, wave-based arcade arena shooter. Alright. I like the Spider-Man kind of going, like, it's clearly contextual, but that's a neat little mechanic to make this feel kind of different. That does change movement quite a bit. It's not a small thing to be able to do that. If Doom, you could do that in the original Doom. And these monster designs are fucking sick. This is great. This is really something. And I think I'm gonna add it to the list. Demon Pit. Man, have I not added? What's the last game I added? Defunct. When was Defunct? Not that long ago, because I've been talking about games for a really long time and pausing. All right, Demon Pit. It's $11, right? Yeah, it's a pretty good deal, I guess. I don't know. I guess I shouldn't talk about the money aspect of it, but other than just saying how much it is. But I don't know how much money you got. Maybe you can. Maybe Jeff Bezos, are you listening? Can you buy all these games for me, please? Demon's Tier Plus. Oh, and if you buy it for the PS4, you get it for the PS3 and the PS Vita. So if you own the last PS Vita in existence, good news. Okay, Demon's Tier Plus, right? Pixel art, because why not? I don't know what these games are. An epic dungeon RPG roguelite. Alright. Okay. This is Enter the Gungeon. Oh, I hate that bug. Oh, I hate that bug. With his own life. Cool. Alright. Weirdly, it looks twin stick shooter. I like that guy. I like this guy. 2-player co-op. That's always good. Bullet Heli for some reason. So it's Bullet Heli, apparently. I like that. She's cute. Yeah, Bullet Hell RP. Oh, yeah, okay. I like this. How much is it? How much did I say? I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? Oh, it's still playing the video. This looks really good. How much is it? $11. Okay, you know what? That's really fucking good, actually. $11. That's pretty damn good. It's a shame there are so many good games. He says, unironically, an embarrassment of riches. These are so fucking incredible. These are such incredible fucking games. And it is a shame I'm going to have to spend all my money on them. But that looked really good. Kind of a bullet hell twin stick shooter type roguelike RPG combo thing with really nice appealing art. I made fun of it for the pixel art, but that's only because it's the trillionth pixel art game I've seen so far. I could be miscounting that. This game's called Demon's Tilt. It's $22. And that name gives me hope. Please, are you a pinball game? Please, God in hell, be a pinball game. Yes. Yes. Don't care. It could be $64. This looks fucking amazing. Oh, that looks amazing. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, that is gorgeous. That is... Oh, look at that art. Look at that pinball. Oh, there's probably some fucking good music happening too. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, this is... Oh, you shouldn't have. Oh, you really shouldn't have. This is amazing. How dare you? Oh, this is incredible. What a run of games. Oh, what a run. What a run. Demon's Tilt, $22. Oh, how amazing. Oh, what an embarrassment of riches. Oh, what an embarrassment of riches. Oh, incredible. Oh, why? Oh, that is beautiful. that is just... in case my insane, ecstatic moans were not enough, yes, I do recommend Demon's Tilt. Pinball is the greatest genre of game. I recommend it to you. I recommend it to your family and your friends and your significant others. I recommend it to if you have a party, if you just pinball time, everyone. Pinball, greatest game ever made. This game's called Demons with Shotguns. $15. Demons with Shotguns. Will it continue our run of Demons games being the fucking sickest thing on the planet? I doubt it. Okie doke. What is this? 4-player. Yeah, okay. This looks alright, I guess. This looks fine. This looks fine. I don't know. This really disappointing after Demon's Tilt. Demon's Tilt was the shit. Demon's Tilt was a game I was not expecting to exist, let alone find tonight. That looks like Jeff Goldblum a little bit. And that looks like a guy from Stranger Things. That one's me. This doesn't look super interesting, to be totally... Yeah, I'm just... That was really unimpressive. I think part of that is definitely like coming right after Demon's Tilt, you know? Like that was such a fucking cool game. And now I'm looking at this and it's just, you know, like I don't know how to yeah, I'm not a big fan of that at all. Next up, and that's supposed to be $15, like absolutely not. This game's called Deployment. It is $11 usually. Now it's $5. $11, but now for the special price, $5. The price of some donuts. From where I'm from. Alright, this looks nice. Okay. Little laser guy. Fighting off security guys. Okay. I like this aesthetic a lot. A weird little hacker aesthetic. Like these lasers, the color of the lasers. This is a really good art design. Really simplistic. This is damn good use of effective, and you put up the walls. Oh, this is great. This is amazing. Yeah, this is absolutely on the list. Oh, this is absolutely incredible. Yeah, this looks great. And it's only $11. Yeah, there we go. Alright. This next game is called Deponia. From a series of games set in Deponia, yes, the world of Deponia. The last game in the series we saw, I was so unenthused by it. I immediately just couldn't. I know it's going to be hard to convince you, sight unseen, not to look at it, but if you have ever, I don't know how to say it. If you've ever if you're embarrassed by the period of time in which the funniest thing on the planet was Chuck Norris jokes, then you have you get what I'm saying. You understand why you need to stay away from this game. It is $15. It's not super expensive. And maybe you're not embarrassed by that. And maybe when you heard Chuck Norris jokes, you were like, oh man, I remember Chuck Norris jokes. Oh man, he can do all these crazy things. Oh man, remember when Chuck Norris could, like, I don't know, I don't even remember what Chuck Norris jokes were even like. And I'm so glad my brain has fixed itself. I'm so glad my brain has, like lost those wrinkles that of gags filled with Chuck Norris gags. You know, they're gone forever. And I'll never remember them. Good riddance. It is only $2 though. It is only $2, and that is hard to resist, I think. Oh, it's only $2. Oh, maybe it's good actually. Oh, maybe no. Me and my best friend Lurks have gone on the have mentioned so often that owning something is a cost to you. It is something. Space on your, like, I've even mentioned a specific thing, which is that on the PlayStation that I'm using right now, if you go to your library of games, they give you an option to hide games. And there's only one reason they give you for that. Only one good reason, and that's because you don't want to see fucking certain games anymore. You're like, I don't think I'm going to be playing this anymore, but because it's in my library, I've got to, like, have it there forever. And if that's true, that's what Deponia is. It's dead weight. Oh god, I didn't even notice what the game after Deponia was called. I blame myself for being so narrow in my focus. I blame myself. I blame whoever made Deponia. I blame whoever the current CEO of Sony is. I blame Wikipedia for making me this way. I blame you, the listener. This is also only $2, and it's called Deponia Doomsday, and unfortunately, the video does work for this one. Be glad you're not going to hear these gags. Be glad you're not going to hear these hilarious fucking jokes and this amazing music, you know. Just know. I just can't with these terrible gags. Oh god, look at him. He's probably saying something so fucking, like, smarmy, like, oh, like, we can't let that happen. Oh, look, the little time machine has a goddamn little turn thing. That wouldn't happen. Oh god, I hate you so much, Deponia. God, I hate you so much. It's just, cool gag right there. I can't stand these games. I hate them. I wish they didn't exist. Oh, and they're point-and-click adventure games, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Oh, great. Just what we needed. Multiple timelines of Deponia. Alright, moving on. We're done with this. We're done. No more Deponia. God, please let that be the end of Deponia. Oh, please don't let that one be like the reoccurring villain of the week. I don't want that. I don't want to live in that reality. I don't want that life that you've promised me here. I might end it soon too, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Derelict Fleet. It's $11. Fantasy violence, everyone. Fantasy violence. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Destroy enemy fighters. Okay. Alright, space combat. Space combat. Looks like if you're really starved for space combat, maybe this game is for you. I don't know. $11. That is cheap for for a space sim. You know, I'm guessing this isn't exactly the deepest simulation of life in space, or piloting a space fighter, a theoretical space fighter, as they don't really exist. Wink. And so, you know, if you're desperate for space sim combat, buy Eve Valkyrie. I hear that one's kind of, no, is it Eve Valkyrie, or is that yeah, it's Eve Valkyrie. That's the combat focused version of Eve Online. Yeah, right. This game's called Descenders. Oh, the joke, by the way, was that that game looks so bad, I would rather recommend you a game that's, like, not here yet. This game's called Descenders. It's usually $27. Right now, it's $19. Lucky you. Lucky you. $19. Alright, here we go. Descenders. Alright, bike game, clearly. What gave it away? Okay, bikes. Is that Twitch? Who knows? Could be Switch. Could be Mitch. My buddy Mitch sponsored this. So it's a bike game. Kinda like it. Kinda into it. I would never I would never risk buying it.
I guess I'm on the champion squad.
For the sake of, I don't really know if I would love it or not, but it looks fun. This actually looks like a pretty interesting way of engaging with race gameplay, with kind of interacting with race. You know, it looks like the bike has weird physics to it. You know, even weirder than already like motorcycle mechanics kind of have. I kind of like extreme procedural free riding. Oh, alright. I don't know if I'm going to put it on the list. Should I put it on the list? I don't... I'm struggling here. Do I put Descenders on this list? I don't know. The physics, it's good, but it's just, I don't know. I'm torn. Let me see some screenshots, some direct gameplay. Let's see here. I don't know why I think this is gonna help me. It's not. Never has. I've never decided anything on screenshots. Descenders though. I'm gonna go with no. I don't like regular race games. I don't know why I would suddenly decide that a bike game would be for me, but I will say that looks much more on the high end of interesting than some of the like utter garbage shovelware games that I've seen kind of sold to me every once in a while. You know, the utter, you know, carnival games and such. But yeah, all right. Moving on. That game, by the way, if you can't see, is $27. And now it's on sale for $19. Just in case you are not as torn as me, you thought that looked sick. This game is called Desert Child. I have played this one, but you may not have. It's $14. But if you have PlayStation Now, it's basically free for you. Um, this is a game, and sorry about the fact that you can't hear anything. As you can tell, it's heavily inspired by Cowboy Bebop. It is a job simulator where the job is doing these little race games. Kind of a race game where you kind of like collect money and kind of beat others, and here you go. It's a bit combat focused. You earn money doing this, and you kind of try to eke out a living, just to try to survive in this game. As you kind of like, I mean, it's pretty clear cut. You try to eke out a living. In this kind of, it's like living it as a person in Cowboy Bebop, I guess. Here's the little story stuff for you. I played it. I don't know. It didn't grab me as I was hoping it would. I like Sims like this, where I like Death Stranding to an extent. I like Truck Simulator, which is funny because Truck Simulator, of course, famously doesn't have a story. It just is trucking, and you kind of have to make up your own story. But this one just didn't grab me. I don't know why. I was hoping it would, and it didn't. But it might grab you. It is only $14, and if you have PS Now, it is free. If you don't, it is $10, and as I've been singing the praises of PS Now, I will sing the praises to you again. PS Now has a lot of amazing, incredible games, a lot of games that show up on this list that I've been making, which I really should figure out a way of sharing this list to show off somehow. I gotta figure that out. Desert Chat. That was Desert Chat. Occasionally it's on sale, but I wouldn't wait. Again, I wouldn't wait for that. This game is called Desperados 3. Usually it's full price, $60. Well, $65. Don't forget tax. And now it is like $42, $43. And so here we go. Desperados 3. I've heard a bit about it. I don't know a whole lot about Desperados 3 or the series of Desperados games.
What the fuck was that?
I know it's rated M for mature, apparently. So here we go. Cowboy Man breaking into. Looks like stealth mechanics. Again, sorry about not being able to hear. Stealth mechanics. We're gonna move on into games. Bounty Hunter. Sure. So it's a stealth game. Makes me think of the original Metal Gear Solid quite a bit. Oh, this is neat. This is a neat little game. This is a neat looking game, actually. I don't know how much it's going to equal actually engaging gameplay, but I think it looks all right. I think this actually could be all right. I just it's fucking expensive though, and I believe it did come out relatively like recently. I think it's this year. In terms of release, and so it does look fucking cool though. Like, it does legitimately look really cool. I don't know exactly how it plays due to a lack of sound, but yeah, I can't put it on the list due to the incredibly high price. And yeah, it came out fucking 5 months ago. So there's no way it's coming down from more than $40. But I think if this grabbed you, I think this is definitely worth it, especially now, which is because it's on sale, $42. I don't know if full price is worth it, but this does look cool. This looks much cooler than I was thinking it was gonna. And so, there's digital deluxe editions and all this DLC. Don't you just love DLC, everybody? This game is called Destiny Connect TikTok Travelers. Alright, here we go. It's usually it is $42. Video. Oh no. Oh, what is this? Oh no. Time is frozen still. Alright. Understanding. Machines are on the attack. Not great. It's time to gather your friends. I'd rather not. Sharpen your skills. RPG elements. Polish your gear. Upgrades. Be the first to attack. JRPG. Turn-based combat. I like the look of it, though. These characters are quite possibly the most generic things I've ever seen before. But, and you can customize them. Oh, this looks cute. This looks really cute. Man. If this goes on sale, it's bought. This looks good. Everything but the player characters seems to have been worked on like a lot. I really like the aesthetic of pretty much everything except these although weirdly enough part of that seemed like I can kind of see the intent, kind of see like the reasoning behind it, like these guys look boring so that when you upgrade them, it's not like a big deal to you. Like, oh no, I like this costume. I like the original costume they're wearing. It's like make them the most boring motherfuckers, so I can put on this dress for them, and it won't be a big deal to me. But $42, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of cash. And so I can't quite put it on the list. Which is the reason we're doing all this, is the list. Although these streams themselves are important for posterity, and I really hope I've been saving these VODs. I really hope. I got the 3D ones on the YouTube channel that I have, which is unfortunate because, as I've mentioned before, the VODs for the YouTube channel are I don't know why, but for some reason that I cannot understand, they have been in 360 degree angles. You like they're in VR where you can like look around, like those music videos that came out a while back. And so it's unfortunate. Here's the remake of Destroy All Humans, which is $42, and that's way too fucking much for a remake of Destroy All Humans. Don't buy that. You can literally just pay $10 for PS Now. Again, I know I'm a fucking broken record. If you pay $10, which is a fourth of the price of this game, you can just play the original two, Destroy All Humans. So why bother with this? I remember I've heard a very lackluster remake. And honestly, Destroy All Humans is not that good of a game to begin with. It's more of a nostalgia trip and just kind of fun to see what video games were like back then. And it is decently addicting. It is decently fun to be like, oh, look at this quaint little, oh man, look, I'm destroying stuff. It's fun to be a little rat bastard. It's fun to be a little horny little alien that destroying fucking everything. But not $42 worth. Not $44, $45. No. Not in this lifetime, pal. Alright. No, not quite. I think I'm going to end it on Detective Gallo, so that way I can, actually, you know what? I think I'm going to end it on Tension, so that way I can get the not so funny stuff out of the way first. I don't want to I don't want to bring it all down to be like, no, absolutely not. That's not gonna happen. But yeah, detention is already like, it depends. If I get raided, I'm not gonna do detention. I don't want people to like come in and be like, oh yeah, so this is a game about the horrors of I believe the killing fields in Cambodia. Yeah, that's gonna fucking reel them right in. Anyways, here's Detective Gallo, at least. Detective Gallo might end up being the last game we look at. $17. $17. If I get raided in the middle of this, it's going to be our last game. Okay, Detective Gallo. I'm pretty sure this is a chicken game. I've seen quite a few chicken games so far. It's an odd thing. Chickens are a weird source of humor. Alright. So it's a point-and-click adventure game. It's fun. I hope that guy's voice is funny. Man, I wish I could hear this. I wish I could at least hear this so I could convey to you what he sounds like. But my guess is jazz noises. He's got a weirdly deep voice, and you like... From the way everybody's pointing guns at each other, even the taxi driver, it seems like a bit of a farce. A bit of a parody of old 50s musicals. I'm joking. Of course it's a parody of old noir movies. It's always the Maltese Falcon, too. I'm not putting that on the list in any decade. Why would I? This game is called Detention and will bring you down. So, it is this is legitimately a trigger warning. This is not a fun game. This is not a horror game in the sense of the kind of cosmic dread, or the personal dread of surviving. It is not like Outlast. It is not like Silent Hill. It is not like Resident Evil. It is a legitimately horrible experience. Kind of a metaphor for something just truly inhuman. I just don't. Well, not don't, but understand that going in to this video. It's not going to be. It's going to be a rough one. And if you want to dip, now's the time to dip. And thank you for joining. Thanks for joining. But it is definitely like the time to like. Okay, so this is Detention. Of course, I imagine it would be even rougher if I could fucking make the sound work. I don't know what happened. My first few streams had sound, and now it doesn't have sound. But yeah, this is a rough one, and I'm doing it for, obviously, I make up the rules. But, the point of this is to do it the way. It's not, if I stayed for fucking, what are you called, asshole? What are you called? 4K Brain Breaker. If I stayed for 4K Brain Break, I'm staying for Detention. Yes. Yes, it's a good game, a rough game. It's not one I recommend to everyone at all. Even if you're a big fan of horror games, it is legitimately a rough one. If you've ever heard of Lisa the Strange, I'm talking like that kind of rough. Legitimately kind of talking about like actual atrocity. And I talk about it now because it is here, and I believe this was the game that got banned because it was critical of the Chinese government, and so it got banned in China on the Steam page there, and that is just so fucking horrible, and like it is like this is just, but it is a wonderful, beautiful, somber game, and if you can stomach something like this, if you can, then go ahead. But again, heavy trigger warning, heavy content warning. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Really, really, really think about whether or not you can stomach it. And if you can, and if you want, one of the most amazing just pieces of art, of video game history, Detention is something I recommend, and I'm putting it on the list because it should be kind of deified a little, but it putting it on my list almost feels like an insult to it, like oh, please don't, I'm Detention. Did you not see all of that? Have you not experienced Detention properly? Because take me off this joke list, please. You know, this is the same list that has fucking Demon's Tilt, which is a really cool pinball game, and so it does feel a little like weird to be putting Detention on here. All right, well, that was that. And since I didn't get rated, I am going to be talking a little bit more. I think I am going to end it on Detroit Become Human, though. Definitely. Detroit Become Human will be my last hurrah. My last hurrah. Here I go. I'm not a fan of David Cage. Like, to be totally honest, I am not a big David Cage guy. I'm just not. I'm sorry, I'm not a big David Cage guy. I know some people are, and I know people really liked this game. And that's okay, I'm not going to tell you you're wrong or your opinion is bad or anything. I just want you to understand why I am not a fan of David Cage's ideas. I feel like he has some really just wrong-headed ideas about gaming as a storytelling medium. He is almost, I feel like, responsible for the perception of art in video games. Kind of like he's definitely not single-handedly. There's a lot of stuff going on. But in terms of just his little domain of interactive media, he just has no idea what he's doing. The problem is he's too attached. I mean, he has a million things, but one of the main things for me, I think, the through line that you can kind of is that you can really kind of just thread a needle through it all, for me, in my opinion, is his attachment to the idea that every player should get to decide everything that happens, which of course is impossible. One of my favorite critics did a thought experiment once where he wanted to do that, where he was going to actually make a game where every decision would produce a vastly different outcome for every decision, but almost immediately, you did the math on it, and he was even trying to keep it to a small amount of decisions, 60 decisions would cascade into the other 60. And he was I would have to produce 6,000 different endings just for, and so, Heavy Rain, of course, does not have 6,000 different endings. Detroit Become Human does not have 6,000 different endings. It has a limited amount of them, less than 6,000, significantly. And so, but it still has to kind of work. The story has to work based on certain people not being in the story, certain things happening kind of out of order, people, kind of that kind of thing. And so I can't stand it. I can't. He's a bad writer. He's a bad game maker. He's a bad all around everything. And I think I'm gonna call it there. I'd like to thank everybody for showing up. My voice is so fucking gone. It is gone. And so, yeah. Thank you to Samantha. Thank you to Elia. Thank you to anybody else who showed up. I saw there were some people kind of dipping in and out. And thanks for doing that. That was, I love doing these. I do them pretty much every day now because I love talking about video games. Because I'm a crazy person who just likes to do this kind of thing forever. And, yeah, I am going to... I think I'm going to throw it to Ellie, but, she doesn't, I don't know. To Lydia, I think her name is. Or Ellie. I'm just call her Hachiko. Her name is Hachiko. And so, yes. Thank you all for showing up. I am going. You know what? I'm gonna rate Samantha, just as she ends her stream. That'll be really funny. And so I'm gonna do that real quick. But thank you very much for showing out. You are much appreciated, and yes, I will be doing this. If I don't stream tomorrow, I will definitely be streaming Monday. That's a promise from me to you, is I will be here